Module 6, Marketing and Selling. Once you have a product and an outline of your sales message, sales letter, it's time to plan out your strategy for how you're going to actively present your product to your market. You have a variety of options depending on the nature of your product and what niche it is in. This step is very important and in many ways can be thought as the make you or break you stage of your product creation. If you've done good market research, you should have an idea how you're going to get your offer in front of your market. WSO. If you're going to sell an information product that is in the internet marketing niche, it only makes sense to sell it on the most popular internet marketing forum in the world, the Warrior Forum. There is, however, more to it than just setting up a Warrior special offer and hoping for the best. Many people have posted great products on the Warrior Forum, but have seen lackluster sales for several reasons. On the Warrior Forum hype sells, the threads with bigger and bolder titles and more outrageous claims always seem to get the most attention. Just remember one thing about hype. If you take it too far and it becomes completely unbelievable, your product will seem just like another get-rich-quick scheme. Also, any hype you use must be backed up with proof. If you're telling people your product can make them $5,000 a month, you better be ready with some screen caps, testimonials, or some other method of proving that. Speaking of testimonials, you're going to want to give about 10 to 15 free review copies of your product before you even post your sales thread. You want to start out strong, because this is when you'll be getting the most attention. Make sure you already have those testimonials. They're a crucial part of your sales letter. Also, try and get more established with marketers to promote your offer when you launch a WSO. This may be tough the first time you do it, because you don't have that credibility built up yet in many cases, but it's still possible. The key here is what you can do to offer people to entice them to do a JV with you. Even if this is your first WSO, there are still a few things that you can do to get more established marketers to jump on board with you. One thing you should try is offering a 100% commission rate to JV partners to get them interested. If you have a back-end product you're selling as an upsell, you can also offer high commission on that as well. In addition to this, you can also quickly create a mini product that relates to your main product and give this away to potential JV partners so that they can give it to their list. Not only does this make them look good in the eyes of their subscribers because they're being generous, it also gets your name out there. You can put links in your mini product to your main offer as well for even more exposure. The goal of your first WSO shouldn't necessarily be a huge payday. It should be more about building up your credibility in the eyes of your customers and fellow marketers. If you can show that you are capable of taking action, putting together a solid product, and offering true value to the Warrior Forum, you will sell more products with future releases and attract more JV partners. ClickBank. ClickBank.com is the most well-known distributor of information products online, and it is a great place to launch your product. There are some things to keep in mind if you're going to be using ClickBank though. Firstly, you should familiarize yourself with ClickBank's benefits. They offer customer support, fraud protection, and order processing among other things. They also own their own payment processor, meaning you won't have to worry about PayPal freezing your account if you end up making a huge amount of money in a very short amount of time. ClickBank also has over 100,000 active affiliates ready to promote your products. If you can attract those affiliates by offering them a compelling commission and convince them to sell for you, making money is incredibly easy. Getting set up on ClickBank isn't a hard process. It basically amounts to the following. Sign up as a seller, set the retail price for your product, set the affiliate commission for your product, submit your product for approval, ClickBank approves your product. Pay the one-time $49.95 activation fee. To really maximize your profit potential on ClickBank, you're going to want to aggressively work to attract affiliates. Remember, satisfied customers who have already bought your product always make the best affiliates because they are already familiar with your product and can attest to its quality. Make sure if you have an affiliate program that the information on it is actually included in the product itself, or have your autoresponder configured to send a follow-up email to all your customers advertising your affiliate program. There are many tricks and techniques to getting more affiliates, and ClickBank actually has a ton of info on this. Also, keep in mind, if you're going to be selling on ClickBank, you're going to need a strong sales page. This makes it necessary to purchase a domain and hosting so you can set it up. This is pretty easy to do, but if you're not interested in doing it yourself, you can always hire others to set it up for you. Kindle Direct Publishing. If your product is an ebook, another great method of selling it is digital publishing. Services such as Kindle Direct Publishing by Amazon can help you get your book out to the market, but there is more to it than just publishing and then hoping for the best. To be really successful with Kindle Direct Publishing, you're going to have to aggressively market your book. Like I said, just putting it on Amazon and hoping for the best isn't going to cut it. Create an author's page. The first thing you're definitely going to want to do is create an author central page. This will basically be your profile page where people can learn about you and your books. Your author's page should be set up almost like a sales letter. Anyone who visits your page should be compelled to buy your books. Remember, don't go on and on about your life story or work as an author. That won't sell books. Instead, give your viewers compelling reasons to purchase your products. Uploading your book. When uploading your books, there are several things you're going to want to make sure your listing has. An attractive, easy-to-read cover image, a book description that sells the book, keywords that will lead people to your book, tags for your book. Reviews. Another thing you're going to want to do is give free samples of your book in exchange for reviews. Amazon is well known for its reviews on both products and books, and the more positive reviews you have, the better. By giving a free copy of your book for review, you're using the principle of reciprocity. In other words, since you gave something for free to your reviewer, they will in turn be compelled to leave you a really positive review for you. The reason positive reviews are so powerful is because it's one of the only forms of proof you can include when publishing books on Kindle. Remember, proof is an essential selling factor, so the more you have, the better your conversions will be. Press releases. You may think that press releases are only for news stories, but that's not the case. You can do a press release for almost anything you want, but they're especially good for promoting your books. There are several things to remember about your press release. The first is that the main goal with a press release is to get noticed by a news organization. In most cases, only the lower tier news organizations pay attention to internet press releases, but in some cases, it can go viral. Also, don't forget that in addition to free press releases services, you can target the big name services such as Associated Press, PR Newswire, Business Wire, and more. While it does cost more to submit it to them, it may be worth it in some cases. Rule number 1 of writing a press release is to make it exciting and newsworthy. Don't write a mundane, boring press release stating that you have a new book coming out. Make it something amazing and out of the ordinary. For example, if your book is about how to cure sleep apnea, you could list info on how sleep apnea is a serious condition and talk about health problems associated with it. In any case, make your press release sensational so it will get attention from news outlets. One thing to keep in mind, though, is the fact that even though your press release should be sensational, it must be objective and fact-oriented. Approach your press release like a reporter and use a neutral tone. There are ways to promote your book even when using a neutral tone, though. While you can't write something like, "This sleep apnea book is the best ever," you can list positive facts and statistics about it, or list quotes from people who gave it positive testimonials. For example, if you gave review copies of your book to 11 people and it helped them overcome sleep apnea, you could write, "This book has cured over 10 people of sleep apnea." Also, don't be afraid to mention your past successes. If you released a popular book in the past, you can say something to the effect of, "John Jamison, author of Ultimate Dog Training, which has sold over 1,000 copies, is releasing a brand new book on sleep apnea." If your books are in the same niche, it is better though, because it will help to present you as a more of an authority figure in that niche. In fact, regardless of the circumstances, you want to present yourself as an authority figure in the niche of the book you're promoting. Furthermore, don't forget that press releases can be used regardless of how you're selling and marketing your product, not just for books released on the Kindle Direct Publishing. Whether you're selling on the Warrior Forum, ClickBank, or even your own website, you can create a press release for increased exposure. Also, don't forget that there are other digital publishing sites out there other than the Kindle Direct Publishing. Such sites as Lulu.com can even do print-on-demand services if you want to sell physical copies of your book, selling from your website. If you don't have a website, you may want to create one before launching your product. In some cases, it will be necessary, such as if you're launching on ClickBank, while in other cases, it may not be. Even so, having your own website really opens up many marketing possibilities and opportunities that you can take advantage of. List building. With a website and autoresponder, you can begin building your own mailing list. There is a saying in the internet marketing industry that the money is in the list. Because when you have a list, you can market to them again and again for easy profits. There are several ways you can go about building a list using a website. With an autoresponder, such as Auber, you can have a prominently displayed opt-in form where your visitors can sign up for your list in exchange for something like a small free info product or report. As your list grows, you can pitch products to your subscribers, but always remember to give useful information as well. Also, don't spam your subscribers with constant product offers. Many will find this annoying and will either unsubscribe from your list or simply ignore your emails, and you will lose credibility with them. Membership sites. You can also set up your site as a membership site too. There are several ways to do this, but the main benefit is the fact that you'll be getting residual income from your members month after month. To get people to pay to be members of your site, you've got to offer them something special. It can be access to a special members-only area, access to a special mailing list in which they get exclusive information, or it can be something along the lines of granting them PLR rights to some of your products. Regardless of what you offer people in exchange for them signing up to your membership site, you have to give them useful content on a regular basis, or they will cancel their membership. I would personally suggest taking a portion of your residual income and outsourcing this content creation once you get enough paying members. Organic traffic. Another great thing to do with your website is to rank individual pages of it in Google and direct a lot of organic traffic to your product offers. If you have a lot of pages at or near page 1 on Google for strong keywords, you can really make a lot of money this way. Each page should focus on a keyword and provide useful, relevant information on your subject. For example, if your product is about curing gout, you could create pages giving out tips on how to deal with gout, but not quite giving the full cure. This pre-sale approach will warm them up and get them to click on your links to the sales page for your product. You can also use this method to promote affiliate products as well. Just make sure that the products you promote are of high quality. You don't want to ruin your reputation by promoting products that are garbage. Blogging. Trust and credibility are what separates the big dogs of internet marketing from the small fries in many cases. It's much easier to sell to your market if you are perceived as a trusted authority figure in your niche. Gaining authority, trust, and credibility isn't something that always happens overnight, but can be by creating a blog. This is one of the best ways to really connect with your market on a more personal level. Who would you trust more? Someone who is simply trying to sell you something, or someone who helps you to get to know them by posting more personal insights, stories, and information on their blog? By allowing people to get to know you, you're able to build that bond of trust with them. One word of warning though, you may want to hold off on blogging about touchy subjects, such as religion and politics. These subjects can be polarizing, and you could lose potential customers simply because you have a different viewpoint than them.